لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك والنعمة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. This is As You Answer the Call. I am Rashida Abubakar, your regular anchor, welcoming you to another edition of the program. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, deploys the use of information communication technology, ICT, in its operations in order to ensure efficiency in service delivery. This explains why the Commission developed different types of applications to make the operation ICT-driven. What are these applications and their impact on Hajj management? Answers to these and other questions in our Spotlight segment. Also on the program, we have Making the Hajj and NAHCON News Diary, which highlight the activities of NAHCON and other stakeholders in the Hajj industry. And on the quiz, a winner has emerged. Details will be announced in the course of the program. Stay tuned for these and more. Don't go away.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The program kicks off with the News Diary. Keep watching.
Chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, Malan Jalal Ahmed Arabi, and other top management of the Commission on Tuesday inspected landed properties belonging to the Commission in Abuja. The places inspected include the one-story building on Malumfashi Road, Central District, Abuja, developed lands at Church Gate and Zamani Village in Kuje. The inspection tour was undertaken to ascertain the level of development on the properties as well as conduct an assessment for the Commission to fully utilize them to generate revenue. NAHCON Chairman Malang Ahmed Jalal Arabi explains further.
What we have embarked upon today is nothing new and outside the scope of what is expected of us. It's part of the mandate that has been given to the Commission. We've taken today off to ensure that we visit all our assets to know their status. You recall that ever since I assumed in October till date, I had never gone around, albeit briefly as we did today. But with the coming on board of the commissioners, we felt that this would be an opportunity for us to at least inspect those assets that we have within Abuja and environs, so that we can make an assessment to know our strength in terms of our possession.
The chairman further says NAHCON is determined to put all the properties to use for the benefit of the Commission.
The truth of the matter is we've come with our own ideas, thinking outside the box and appreciative of what the economic situation is globally and in the country. We can put some of these assets into meaningful use so that, of course, we can generate more revenue for the smooth operation of the Commission.
Meanwhile, Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo has approved the appointment of Justice Suka Momo as the State Amirul Hajj for the 2024 Hajj exercise. A statement by the chairman of the State Hajj Commission, Sheikh Lukman Abdullahi, says the appointment of Justice Suka, who is the current president of the State Customary Court of Appeal, was based on his record of achievements, experience, and commitment to peace and development of the state. While congratulating the Amirul Hajj, Governor Usman Ododo urged him to bring his wealth of experience in ensuring success in this year's Hajj operation. In other news, the Director General of Kano State Pilgrims Welfare Board, Alhaji Rabi'u Laminu Dambappa says the board has commenced the distribution of Hajj guide booklets to its intending pilgrims. The Director General disclosed this in Kano during the closing ceremony of the weekly Hajj course organized by the board for Hajj officials and pilgrims. While urging intending pilgrims to make good use of the Hajj guide, the DG reiterated the commitment of the state government to provide all the necessary facilities needed by intending pilgrims in the course of the Hajj. He also called on the pilgrims to avail themselves the opportunity of listening to Hajj awareness programs sponsored by the state on different radio stations across the state, so as to acquire the knowledge associated with Hajj. Furthermore, the board has directed intending pilgrims yet to submit their international passports to do so as soon as possible.
Alhamdulillah, you are still watching As You Answer the Call, a public enlightenment presentation that keeps you abreast of the activities of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, and other Hajj-related matters. The plan to digitize NAHCON operations is designed to enhance efficiency as well as key into the Saudi policy of computerizing Hajj activities. In our next segment, Spotlight, we shall discuss the details of the use of ICT in Hajj management. Stay with us.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك.
The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, is making efforts to enhance efficiency in its operations using information communication technology, ICT. NAHCON chairman Malam Jalal Ahmed Arabi and his entourage recently visited Galaxy Backbone to extensively discuss matters relating to ICT. Galaxy Backbone is an information technology-based enterprise established by the federal government to manage the IT demands of MDA. During deliberations, the NAHCON boss pointed out that more than 70% of the Commission's activities are IT-driven, coupled with Saudi Arabia's digital shift in Hajj operations. He therefore sought the support of Galaxy for NAHCON to stay ahead in terms of using ICT for Hajj administration.
We're trying to not only subscribe to what is the reality of today in terms of IT. Our major partners, when I say our major partners, of course, we don't have major partners number one now, quote unquote, bigger than the Saudis, because all we do, they are the number one partners first before any other establishment. They had gone well ahead in digitalizing most of the operations of Hajj. They had planned long before now. They began to share some of their plans since last year. So it only behoves on you, if you're partnering with them, for you to be proactive too, to start planning ahead. And we felt that rather than being caught napping, we would as well brag of getting at least some minimum compliance with the reality, so that once we're asked to latch onto whatever that has to do with IT, we will say that, well, comfortably we can attempt even if we don't get it 100%.
In order to enhance its capacity through the use of information communication technology, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, is forging partnership with the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. The ICT-based operations being carried out by NAHCON are Electronic Pilgrims Registration Portal, Electronic Medical Registration Module, Mobile Hajj Guide and Complaint Management System, and e-Directorate. Abdullahi Suleiman heads the ICT unit at the Hajj House. He explains more about the various applications being used by NAHCON to improve its work and transform pilgrims' experience. He said the e-Hajj system is used for capturing the data of all intending pilgrims during registration.
That e-Hajj is a system whereby State Pilgrims Welfare Board, ICT, they are capturing the people intending to go for Hajj every year. So since 2017, NAHCON has gotten that advantage to have a data bank for every pilgrims going to Hajj from Nigeria. So currently, that system has been upgraded.
The electronic medical record application is being upgraded to serve pilgrims effectively. The system is used at NAHCON clinics during the Hajj exercise for easy capturing of pilgrims' data.
Electronic management record or electronic medical record. That is the system NAHCON utilizes in Hajj in Saudi Arabia to be interacting, the doctor to be interacting with the patient like in normal hospital. So it is digital. You not go to the doctor and they use card. No, they open the system, they take your biodata, your biometric, your biodata, everything in the nursing place. Then you now move to the doctor space. When you go to the doctor room, they will use the system, they will see the update from, it's online, everything online. So that system is hosted here in Galaxy.
Still on the use of ICT for its operations, NAHCON has introduced online complaint management system in its situation room located at its Mecca office. This system is used by pilgrims during the Hajj for all forms of inquiries, including services rendered to them.
That complaint management system, we call it contact center. The same name we give as call center. So that call center is both in Nigeria and Saudi Arabia. Before, it's only in Saudi Arabia. So we just recently, after this Hajj, we launched it in Nigeria. It's still under phase 1 testing, not really 100% launch outside, because you must face 1 or 2 issues, but it has been fixed gradually. But the one in Saudi Arabia, for the first 10 years, we have been utilizing the call center, managed by ICT, managed by the head of ICT.
In order for pilgrims to have access to the complaint management system, NAHCON has a dedicated phone number.
We print a card, like a complimentary card. The number of the call center is written there. The address of NAHCON is written there. When you dial that number from wherever you are in Saudi Arabia, it's a local number for Saudi telecommunication industries, like STC or Mobili. So we utilize that number only for call center. That call center, you cannot call out with that number. We only allow you to call in. So when you call that number, you can ask anything you want. Maybe you are missing pilgrims, or maybe you are looking for help, you are sick, you are looking for hospital. So you can call our call center to direct you where you can be able to get your needs. For example, if you are sick, you don't know where the hospital is, now we can direct you. If you are missing from Haram, you are trying to get to your accommodations, so we direct you on that.
The head of the ICT further states that
the card actually we distribute it across the accommodations of pilgrims for every state. We put a banner, big banner, in every accommodation. Let's say every reception and outside, we put our banner for NAHCON, medical attention, or call center, call center, this number, this is for NAHCON Health. So you get that number there, or we distribute that small card, like a complimentary card, in various places, major places, like Haram, like malls, like the main streets that we normally our Hajj stay or pass. So we've been distributing. Sometimes we even throw it away. You can see it and pick exactly. So we do banners, we do complimentary card. Then we announce as well in our programs in Nigeria normally. So that's how actually we distributed the number.
with the number, pilgrims can call the situation room for inquiries, requests, and complaints on services such as feeding services, accommodation facilities, healthcare services, tent facilities in Muna and Arafah, transport arrangements, and luggage management. In addition to this, NAHCON has deployed the e-Directorate and Global Positioning System (GPS) applications, among others. For the benefit of the pilgrims, NAHCON works in collaboration with other stakeholders, such as the State Pilgrims Welfare Boards, in order to educate pilgrims during the ongoing weekly enlightenment programs on how to take advantage of the Situation Room. E-Track is an essential component for pilgrims registration. In recognition of this fact, NAHCON is organizing a training session for ICT personnel from states, the FCT, armed forces, as well as NAHCON zonal and outreach officials. This year is not any different. The training sessions took place on Wednesday, the 7th of February 2024 at the conference hall of the Hajj House.
Last time we called them with the approval of chairman, they were called to be trained on the new changes on e-track and the new changes on e-Hajj. They are most familiar on all the system. But this year there's a lot of changes. As I told you, Saudi has a vision 2030. Every year there's a new implementation, new upgrade. So that upgrade we apply for training. The commission sponsor it every year to go and have additional knowledge of the new upgrade on the system.
Indeed, the adoption of the Information and Communication Technology ICT by National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NAHCON has significantly transformed its operations towards enhancing service delivery to Nigerian pilgrims.
MashaAllah, the program is As You Answer the Call. Coming up next is Making the Hajj. Tonight, Malama Khadija Gambo Hawaja continues the discussion on Hajj rules for women. Let's hear her.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك.
Having fulfilled all the requirements to undertake the Hajj, women, like men, assume the state of Ihram at designated points known as Mawaqit. The only difference, Malama Khadija Gambo Hawaja says, is that while women can put on any cloth, men are only allowed to wear 2 pieces of unsewn cloth.
Now in Miqat, what are people supposed to do? The man washes, the woman washes. The ghusl that she does, the men will also do. So everything that men will do, women will do. But the only thing they are different in that, in Miqat, the only difference is that after the washing, after the prayer, at the time of taking the niyyah, or in the dressing, men have a particular way of dressing, but women can dress in any way, provided they are well covered, which we talk about the hijab. They are well covered according to Sharia. She can wear blue, she can wear green, she can wear anything. She can wear a trouser underneath, she can wear a long dress, she can wear anything. What Islam wants is for her to be well covered. So that's where they differ in the clothing of ihram.
The Islamic scholar says men and women also differ in the way the talbiyah is chanted.
In where they differ, they don't differ even in the niyyah. All of them do the niyyah. But where they also differ is in the talbiyah. And the talbiyah is not the wordings, but how? Kayfiyah. He says the something, labbaik Allahumma hajjan, aw labbaik Allahumma bihajjin wa umrah, and the woman says same. But what is expected of the man is to say it aloud, while the woman says it where she hears it and her neighbor can hear it. So you see, in the kayfiyah, in how they say it, in the voice, in the raising of voices, the women will not raise their voice, but the men can raise their voices. But women must hear their talbiyah, and the person next to them must also hear it.
Similarly, while observing their monthly cycle, women are not allowed to perform certain Hajj rites, such as tawaf.
Something like haida may come at that time, or before even they reach the miqat. For a Muslim woman, go ahead, take your bath, do the ghusl, come. You will not pray. The only thing is that you will not do the prayer, whether it's Zuhr or Asr or Maghrib. You will not pray, but you wear your ihram and you continue your talbiyah. You do salam on the Prophet as you move and all of that. So everything the man does, the woman will do. Now, on arriving at in Mecca, a woman who is under menstruation will not go to Kaaba and circumambulate, because of course the Prophet ﷺ says, "If Ali kullama yaf'al al-Hajj ghayra Allah tatufi bil bayt." He said for the woman who is in menstruation, he said, do whatever every Hajj does, except that you not circumambulate the house of Allah.
During the stay in Muna and Arafah, men and women perform all the rites. However, at Muzdalifah, there is a different ruling for women.
According to the hadith of Jabir, the long hadith of how the Prophet ﷺ performed his Hajj, when he arrived Muzdalifah, he prayed Maghrib in Muzdalifah, he prayed Isha in Muzdalifah, and so women and men will do same. the old and the young will do same. So the Prophet slept there, and all his Sahaba, the able-bodied men, all slept there. But at that time, the Prophet allowed women, including his wives, to move, because and the aged, the young, and the sick, with women all. After Muntasaf al-Layl, about 12 to 1, the Prophet now gave them permission to move from Muzdalifah. And also, for men, it is wajib to sleep in Muzdalifah, while for women, it is halal, no problem. They can move without any reason. They can move from Muzdalifah to come back to Mina and sleep, or proceed even to go and do the first throwing of the Jamarat.
Performing Tawaf al-Qudum also comes with some exceptions for women.
For men, they are supposed to remove their, what they cover, the cover now, and remove it to put it under their arms, while women cannot do that. Women will remain with their hijab. So in that, they call it iddibat, they remove it. And then also in the running, the men are supposed to jog. They are supposed to jog, women cannot jog. So also in Sa'i, there's a place when you come, you see the green light, where when you arrive there, the men will jog, will jog to that place, while the women will just walk, the normal walk. Even there, we are different, because in Haram, the men will remove, but it's even in men, it's only during the Tawaf al-Qudum.
Malama Khadija Gambo said, shaving or cutting the hair is only prescribed for men. Women are only required to cut just a strand of their hair. She further encourages intending pilgrims to take advantage of the different enlightenment programs being carried across the states to acquire knowledge about Hajj and Islam in general.
Alhamdulillah, now it's time to know the winner of last week's quiz and the question for this week. Good luck.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Welcome to the quiz segment. The question in the last episode was, what is Hajj al-Qiran? The correct answer is, Hajj al-Qiran is Hajj and Umrah performed together while having the Ihram on throughout the period. The winner is Abdul Malik Muhammad Yahya from Kano State. He provided the answer ahead of others. Abdul Malik Muhammad Yahya will be contacted on how NAHCON will reach him with the prize he won. A quiz winner will get 25,000 Naira cash prize. This is part of NAHCON's effort in social investment in Nigeria. Now to the quiz for this week, and the question is, name a major Hajj rite women do not perform during their monthly cycle. Again, name a major Hajj rite women do not perform during their monthly cycle. Text your answer to the number showing on your screen. The winner will be the first person whose correct answer is received. All answers should carry the name and location of sender. Good luck and happy viewing. Once again, good luck to you. Up next are your messages.
Ahmed Sani sent in the first message. It reads, "Congratulations to the new constituted NAHCON board. Let the fear of Allah be your guide." Adamu Ahmed sent similar message. It says, "Masha Allah, congratulations to NAHCON."
This is where we draw the curtain on today's program. See you same time, same day next week with another edition of the program. But before we go, remember that you can send your messages, comments, observations, and questions through our mobile phone number and other social media platforms. Once again, thanks for watching. Ma'asalam.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا